Alright, so this is the last part of problem number 2.5, in which they gave the voltage of VDS, not VDS actually, VD, VS, VG. From that we can see what is VGS, what is VDS. So if you will see here, VGS is 0.9, VDS is 0.5, okay, and Vx is actually connected to the body terminal of NMOS, and we need to see what is the Ix and Gm of this device when Vx is going from 0 to 3 volt. Okay, so this is the required values we taken from the table number 2.1. all right, so how to start with this? First of all, we should see that if this VGS is enough to make this device on for Vx is equal to 0. So for Vx is equal to 0, if you will calculate the, I wrote direct value here to make this video very fast, but you can derive that value from the equation of VTH, that is VTH 0 plus gamma under root 2 Fermi potential plus VSB minus under root 2 Fermi potential whole into bracket. VTH will come with this value 8.893, and that is of course less than VGS. So this will be on, and how to see if whether that this device is in saturation or not? You can straightforwardly see that okay, your VDS is 0.5 is greater than your VGS is 0.9 minus your new VTH. So this will be in saturation for at least this 0 Vx is equal to 0. So two things we see. First of all, that is on, not off. Basically, whenever I am telling that this device is on in my previous video also, just please consider that this is actually at least not off. On means it can be in saturation, it can be in linear region. Okay, so from 0 to some voltage it will be in saturation region. We need to find that voltage basically. Okay, so before finding that voltage, we just need to write the equation, that is 1/2 mu n sub x 0.2 minus 0.45. basically this is the gamma 2 Fermi potential minus plus VSP. This is minus 2 Fermi potential, so don't confuse between these values. Okay, so this is VGS minus VTH square basically, and this is 0.9 minus 0.7, the 0.20. This is the representation of 0.9 minus 0.7. okay, so this is equation of Ix, and this is Gm is K, that is this whole terms, minus VGS into VGS minus VTH. Now these equations are valid for one condition, that is VGS minus VTH is equal to VDS. So this is the equation for VGS minus VTH. VTH I wrote with help of the body fat condition VTH equation, and VDS is 0.5. If you will calculate Vx, you will find 1.8204. So up to 1.82 it will be in saturation. Now for other condition it will going into triode region. Okay, so triode region equation will be this: Ix is equal to half K to VGS minus VTH into VDS minus VDS square whole bracket, and Gm will be KVDS. K means mu n sub x divided by L. Now very important thing here, that your id versus vx will looks like this. Up to this point 1.82, it will start from somewhere here. You can find this point with help of this equation. Now what about this a point? There is two way to find this. First of all, 2 Fermi potential plus vsp, this term in the vth equation of vth should not be less than 0. So up is equal to 0, you can find the value of vx basically, and it will come 1.9. so this a point will be 1.9. Up to 1.9 only we can find it. After this we don't know what is happening. Same way for gm, it will start from, so this curve I made like this because something is in under root, right? If you will plot y is equal to under root x, it will follow this the upper parabolic kind of curve it will follow. So I'm guessing this graph will come. I will simulate and I will upload the image after this video. Anyway, so I was telling that same for a gm up to 1.84, it will be a saturation region, and gm curve it will follow, and after that it will be constant k vds. That's it. Here vds is not changing, so it will be constant. The second approach, this is first I was telling. Second, what you can do, you are given n FET in your PDK, you can just see up to which plus voltage this junction, that is junction of body and source, will be in forward bias. So basically this can be represented as one diode. If this is forward bias, your whole current will go like this. So up to that voltage, this all condition will be, this all practice whatever we are doing will be valid, otherwise it will not. Okay, yeah, so this is the solution, and we done our problem 2.5. This was the it was the last part of 2.5, that is E. Alright, so how to calculate this mu n square x w by L, then this VGS minus VTH, those are included in video 2.1 as well as 2.5a part. You can refer that. But ultimately, if you are getting this equation, you are almost done. You just need to put the value and you can derive this graph. Alright, thanks. We will start 2.6 in next class.